Good morning, Roman here. Thank you for clicking back on the channel. For those who are watching, I do not have a lot of subscribers. For those who are subscribed, please, put me out there. Slut me out however you can. I'd like to be, you know, I want you guys I want you guys to watch, so that way I can grow. I want to grow. But anyway, for those again that are here and clicking, thank you so much for returning. Again, my name is Roman. Um, and if you again have not subscribed, please do so. And you know, be here for more stuff, right? So I tried to do this video earlier. I got interrupted by a phone call, and I don't know where I was in the video. So we're gonna start all over like it didn't happen, because for you, it did not happen. So here we are once again. We're gonna talk about Wicked for Good, which is part two. And for those who have watched it, what do you think? Did you like it? Did you like it more than the first one? I bet you didn't. Um, so for me personally, so this is like recapping, also reviewing the movie. Um, Also, I still have my water from last night. Um, this movie is based obviously on the musical, right? And if you have already seen the musical, like, the Broadway musical, then you already know what's going to happen. I don't know what is on my head. Um, it's not too much more to it. Yes, they added some more pieces, to make it, um, you know, more dramatic, more whatever. But it's the same thing. You're not you're not getting um, a Marvel cinematic picture here. But with that being said, um, you know, everybody's back. They returned. Set pieces, everything is phenomenal. It's um, very immersive, you know. And so I would say yes, go watch this on the big screen. If you do plan to go watch it. Um, so for me and the people who did go watch it last night, because the first time around we watched it in 4DX, and so we were just like, what is we should do it again, right? What's the another option? Sure, we could have done like the big screen, like the what is it, the X or something like that, Screen X. But we said we want to do the 4DX experience again. So that is what we did, and for the most part, it was well worth it. Pools, I need a sip. But there are moments in the movie where it kind of drags, and you do. Which again, it is helpful to have those seats, because if you feel like you're about to doze off, then the seat is going to be like, and then you're like, oh, because it will do that. It will do that, and you will be like, thank you, seat. Thank you so much. Um, but look, I am one of those people, and I still stand by it. Ever since I saw the Broadway musical, I thought the first portion of the musical was better than the second part. Had better songs. Um, it was more emotional. The dynamic between Glinda and Elphaba was, you was just getting to know them, but you could really see their friendship, their sisterhood, and whatever. Um, but getting into the second portion, they've they've grown, they've evolved, um, and even though yes, Glinda and some other people, I know Fiero is one of those people who are trying to keep like a low profile, but also trying to protect her because they're friends, right? But um, they don't want everybody to know because she is now basically wearing the Scarlet Witch symbol for she is the Wicked Witch, um, and people don't trust her. They don't trust her. Um, but it's because of Miss Marvel, whatever the fuck her name is, and the Wizard of Oz for doing to her what they did to her. Um. So anyway, um, again, so in this movie, they are try to help prove her innocence without being, you know, put out in the fields with everybody else. But she kind of has to do her own work herself. Um, they got some new songs in here. And they don't really work for me, you know. Um, I am a big fan. I love the musical. Um, so don't get me wrong. But again, I'm still gonna say what I just said, that the first portion of the movie, Wicked, is a lot better. So, for those of you who have not seen this film, um, I will say don't get your expectations up because if you like the first one more, you're probably going to like it more than the second one. I'm being honest. I'm being a realist, and that is that on that. Okay. Um, but you know, I'm trying to see what I could say without giving it away because I don't want to ruin a movie for anybody. But yeah, so Alphaba, she's trying to save the animals. Um, make Oz good, but everybody again thinks that she's wicked. She's the Wicked Witch, and so she's trying to prove herself. But every time she tries, she gets screwed over. So what are you gonna do? What does one do? So then you got someone like Glinda who has no powers, just shredding her stuff around, just flipping her hair. And, you know, she's like, it really is the test of time where it's like beauty kind of wins in a way over um I guess anything else. You know, they see Glenda and she's like, she's beauty, she's grace, and that's what we want. That's what we want for Oz, and she needs to stand for us. Glenda the Good, you know. And while Elphaba's green and not a lot to look at, but she has power and she can help people, but no one wanted to turn to her, you know. So it's like that old saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover," basically, you know. So, um, I, I remember watching a YouTube video of someone talking about this movie, and they were confused by the ending. I know they're not going to watch this because they don't know who the fuck I am. So there's no point in telling who I'm talking about. But I will say the ending only makes sense if you look at it through the lens um, of one who has maybe been in a situation like that, or um, is going through something like that, something similar. Maybe not exactly like that, you know, but um, you know, peeling back the layers, you know, like there are people who go through some stuff, and sometimes you just need to take a break and step away, just step away. If they deem you as a slut, hey, and you didn't do anything to say that you're a slut, it's like that movie Easy A. She definitely showed them that even though she didn't do anything, she definitely wore the yes. She's branded. And so, kind of in this film, she's like, "Oh, you think I'm wicked? I am going to show you what wicked looks like." And, you know, she's trying to do things, and, you know, Glenda's trying to stop her, um, and there are people all in on it, like Miss Marble and Marble. I always forget how you say her name. Marble. I don't know. Um, cause there's a lot to dive into, but I'm gonna try my best to like get through it quickly. You know. Um. Okay, so Alphaba, without trying to do so, I guess she takes Glinda's man, Fiero. Fiero never said that he wanted to marry her, but um, he just didn't know how to say no, I guess. He had the eyes for Elphaba. So, with that being said, he finally got the balls to say, I want to be with you, Elphaba, and not you, Glinda. So that made Glinda mad, and therefore she's like, let's spread a rumor about her sister, get her to come back. Well, Miss Marvel did something, but she just took it upon herself. She created a storm we know, Wizard of Oz. The house comes, just lands on her sister. Sister's dead now. And what I was hoping for was that, like in The Wizard of Oz, that the feet would have been laid out and there was the shoes and we could have saw that. No, they didn't do that. It's like immediately Dorothy has the shoes and she's just trotting along with Toto and off to see the wizard. Um, so then there is Glinda and Elphaba kind of like battling it out in that scene, and then Fiyero comes and saves the day. Let's Elphaba loose, and she realizes that they are in love. In fact, in love. Before Nessa gets a house dropped on her, um, her and Bach were had some issues. Bach obviously never wanted to be with Nessa. He really wanted to be with Glinda, but Glinda didn't like him. It's always that vicious cycle that I don't think we ever want to be a part of, but somehow we do get a part of it. It's a life lesson in a way. I'm sure we've all had eyes for somebody that they didn't have the eyes for us. I know myself. I've definitely like tried to get involved with somebody, like do the most, you know what I'm saying? Like do the most for no reason, just to see if they would notice me. But no, they didn't notice me. I'm not for that person. So there's no point in trying to, um, you know, go that extra mile for somebody when they don't even know you exist. They don't appreciate you. So I wouldn't necessarily say put your standards lower, but go after somebody who notices you, and that vice versa, because you don't want to be stuck with somebody that just like, well, they love me, but I don't love them. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm stuck. No, no one wants that. So anyway, um, Bach tried to go to be with Glinda. That never happened because Nessa, who is the governor now, she says, "No, bitch, I don't think so. You ain't going nowhere. You trying to diss me? No." Mm-mm. So, of course, he comes back. He's miserable. He has his uniform on, and he's just serving Nessa. Um, but it didn't call her that because he's mad. He's like, "Yes, governor. Here's your tea. Yes, governor. I wish you'd call me Nessa, and hopefully we can play cards later. Um, he doesn't. He doesn't want to be with her. And here, Elphaba swoops in. She has her book. Excuse me. Nessa doesn't want to see her. She's like, How can you even be here when you wasn't even here for her father's funeral?" Um, blah blah blah, this and that, and so I guess in order to raise her spirits, the book opened up to like something, to like where she read and like she was literally levitating. And that's when Bach walked in, and he's thinking Elphaba is responsible for certain things, and um, he keeps telling her that I don't want to have anything to do with you. I want to leave. So she takes it upon herself. Nessa, that is, goes and tries to read the book. She doesn't know what she's reading. She's getting the words all mixed up. And she turns him into the Tin Man. So, but instead of taking responsibility for that, she blames it on her sister. And now the Tin Man's enraged and says, "We gotta kill the witch." So, yeah, there that is. Sad but true. Um, so there that is, and if we all the story of the Wizard of Oz, so they're on the trail to go kill the witch, kill her with water. Water. I'm like, what? You can't take a bath? Is that what you're telling me? Um. So again, if you know the musical, seen it, then you know what happens. If you don't, all right. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. But I will say that again, Wizard of Oz, right? Dorothy slings the water, drenches Elphaba, the Wicked Witch, with water, and she's like, I'm melting, so she just, and so even Glinda sees it because she's behind a door. She thinks that she's dead. Everybody, and then it cuts to later, um, where it was in the beginning of the movie of Wicked. Um, the Wicked Witch is dead. The wickedest witch there ever was. And so they're all celebrating. And, but there's more to it. And I don't want to divulge anymore because if you haven't seen it, I can't say anymore. There's not much I can say. But Glinda does do some things to do some undoing. And we applaud her for that. So now Glinda is the good. And that's awesome. That's awesome for her. So as I already said, I don't like this movie as much as the first one. All in all, I enjoy Wicked. Wicked is awesome. Um, uh, Great acting, great storyline, visuals, all that wonderful. Um, just I don't know things that wasn't necessary, like some few added songs. I don't think it was necessary. Um, other than that, excuse me. Other than that, it was a decent movie. And how do I rank it? So I didn't get to rank the first one because this is my new channel. So let me rank this one first, and then I'll rank the first one. Okay. Out of 10, I give it a solid 7. I give it a 7. The first one, I give it a 9.5. Yeah. So there that is. Not much else to say. But yeah, if you have already watched it, let me know your thoughts and comments. If you plan on watching it, let me know. So yes, comment down below all and everything. And please subscribe. It really would help me out. You know, I joke a lot. I say things. I try to be silly, try to have fun with this, but don't take anything I say personally. I'm just a silly person. I really am. I'm silly. But yeah. Aside from that, have a great day. Looks like it's pretty nice out. That is, if you are from Houston. If you're not, I don't know what your weather's like. But still try to have a good day nonetheless. All right. Thank you. Bye.